followed by Ms. Keneally. And then after we've heard the testimony, we will turn to questions. Mr. Cole.
Thank you, Chairman Levin, Ranking Member McCain. And first of all, Mr. Chairman, I want to thank you for accommodating the scheduling that we had to do today. Very much appreciated. I want to thank you for inviting us here to testify on the Department of Justice's efforts to address Swiss bank facilitation of U.S. tax evasion. With me this morning, as you've noted, is Catherine Keneally, who's the Assistant Attorney General for the Tax Division. She oversees the Department's tax enforcement program. The Department of Justice is committed to global enforcement against financial institutions that facilitate cross-border tax evasion, as well as against the individuals who evade their tax and reporting obligations, and the bankers, accountants, lawyers, and other professionals who help them do it. And while the Department's initial efforts and this hearing have focused on Switzerland, we have expanded our investigations to go after tax cheats and the banks assisting them in India, Israel, Liechtenstein, Luxembourg, and several Caribbean countries. Since 2009, the Department has publicly charged 73 account holders and 35 professionals with violations arising from their offshore banking activities, and 72 individuals have pled guilty or were convicted at trial. Just as importantly, our enforcement efforts have driven over 43,000 taxpayers with secret offshore accounts to identify themselves to the IRS, disclose their offshore accounts, and to pay a total of over $6 billion in back taxes, penalties, and interests, and that number is growing. As this subcommittee well knows, investigating offshore banks and U.S. taxpayers with secret foreign accounts is difficult and time-consuming. It requires us to use virtually all of the tools at our disposal and to be creative and innovative. We must pursue not just legal avenues such as grand jury subpoenas and John Doe summonses, but also discussions with the Swiss government to obtain information we need. And we need to make full use of cooperators and whistleblowers. And I can tell you that we are receiving information from such individuals